Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's Vandy. I'm back with more classic Tetris monthly Dash Masters for March 2025. We got 3 broadcasts for you today. The first one is going to be the top half of the orange bracket, match number 1 and match number 9. We're going to have back-to-back Dash Masters finalist Leo finish back-to-back in the early days, all the way back in the summer of 2024 in the finals against Andy. I think we all know how that went, but he's back to try it again. Leo will be taking on Weisbrot, and then the winner of that will take on Pkric, who will eventually take on Pixel Andy in the top 16. So you get through a couple of matches here, and your prize is you get to play against Pixel Andy. I wonder, will one of these players have a chance to dethrone the King of Dash? Well, we're going to find out. But we're just going to play these 2 matches today. Leo versus Weisbrot and Pkric. Mari, thanks for the raid party of 8. And just to give you a look at what else we're doing today. Let's see, we're doing the second one down, now the third one down. That's going to happen about 4 hours from now. It's going to be another Dash Masters bracket. Green preliminary A. AV Geek versus Knight versus Wallbant. And then we got a solo match later tonight. More Knight with just one match here. Knight and Sodium in the Masters event. Then there's more tomorrow. I mean, it just never ever stops. It's just constant CTM forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, that is what's coming up. That's what we're doing today. Just to give you a sense of where the top 16 is at. We've got results in the green bracket. Bendy will be taking on Scamper. We've got the red bracket entirely filled in with Merker versus Tommy, Chroma versus JDH. So it's good to get started on the left side of this bracket as well. All right, let's take a look at the rules. Time for the rules. Yes, this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based in the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC console. Players can play on emulator or console so long as game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used. Whether mechanical, electronical, or even biological, no biological turbo. Players should not receive any in-game advice and do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. And players right now, if you can hear me, please put on your hertz and input display. There are a lot of tournaments you can play, players. Tons of competitive opportunities in the classic Tetris scene. This here is a Dash tournament, a real Dash tournament, an actually play Dash tournament. So if you really want to play in a tournament where it's Dash, well, this is the tournament for you. If you do not want to play Dash, you can play in other tournaments. Like if you want to play in a slow tap tournament, well, there isn't such a thing, but go and make one. You know, this is a Dash tournament, the press and hold play style that predominated in the classic Tetris competitive scene in the early days. The thing that, you know, Jonas and Trey Harrison and Harry would recognize as Dash. Best of 5 throughout, except for the finals, which I guess is going to be best of 7, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $99.99. The prize pool is a, you know, it's a lure for the players to come play our tournaments. And if you want to see the best players in the world come and play this tournament every single month or almost, well, the prize pool is the thing that is going to help lure them back in those moments of like, well, maybe I don't feel like it. All right, I'll play. If you want to make the prize pool get bigger, and that is the only way it happens, by the way. There's no sponsors. I'm not some, you know, billionaire with a, you know, an expensive hobby just funding prize pools and whatever. That's not me. I don't have anything. So it comes from you guys. So if you want this tournament to get bigger, if you want it to continue, whatever, contribute to that prize pool, you can use the Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch and YouTube. That'll bring up 2 links. The second one is the one for DAS Masters. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page with our partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner to log in and to contribute. And if you're watching after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/DAS prize. If we get to our $1,200 incentive, we can pay 8. If we don't get there, we'll pay 4. You know, it's up to y'all. So whatever you got, 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, $1,200, whatever you got, throw it in there. If you want to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/monthly Tetris and make a monthly pledge of support. That allows us some measure of stability. It says, no, Vandy, you do not have to get a job in the next 3 months, although it doesn't actually say that right now. But, you know, I'm hoping that it'll get to the point where it's like, oh, Vandy, you do not have to get a job. But anyway, we're getting there. Thank you to our sticker and double sticker club level members and our community level members. And thanks to our Mega Masters, Masters and Bracket sponsor level members. Scott Gray, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shall Be, Troy Dan, Kim MJ in the window, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit 91, and McMonkey. Thank you for your support. Another way to support the channel is to go to the CTM merch store. I just added some designs like last night and this morning. These are good. I like these one. There's a D-cider glass with like the apple, you know, with the D on it. So that's good if you want that. Multiple glasses for that. There's some throwback bears, you know, the bear block, the colored bear blocks. There's some designs with that, like glasses, you know, and things like that. So I think they look pretty good. So if you want to get stuff and support the channel, go there. Oh, you can also gift merchandise to Twitch chat. So anytime we're streaming, you can gift merchandise to Twitch chat. That's been a fun thing to do. It triggers an automated giveaway. You don't have to do anything. You just buy it, and then it runs itself. And that's been super fun. So thanks to those of you who have gifted merch to Twitch chat. It's good. Okay. Oh, I think there's other things we can promo, and I promised these people I would promo their things, so I'm just going to do that. Mexico City qualifier regional, whatever the hell it is. Go there, Mexico City, the end of April. Go see our good friend Poyo. Has a hand in running that. Go to CTWC Washington. This bright white slide. This is not doing me any favors, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's going to be run by our friend Arbaro. So check that out at the end of March. And Puyallup? I don't know. Anyway, go there. The Midwest Regional at the Midwest Gaming Classic. That's one of the largest retro fest in the country. They're going to have Tetris, and Dr. Mario at the Baird Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, April 4th through 6th. And of course, it's going to happen. The Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship. Yeehaw! Austin, Texas, July 25th through the 27th. We will have Stupid Tetris Monthly Mini Tournaments, Open and DAS Championships at the Classic Game Fest at the Palmer Event Center. We will have more details as they emerge. So that is that. I'm just gonna flop over to the bracket scene, and look at that. The players are here. Oh my God, they're here. They're streaming and warming up. I'm sure they are. I just got to refresh the streams. I'm sure that they are here, because who would ever miss, you know, their chance to win a share of $99.99? Okay, 32. All right, there's Weisbrot. By the way, I cannot promise that I'm going to have the perfect German inflection and accent. I'm gonna do my best. If I say Weisbro, you know, I'm doing my best. All right, Weisbrot is practicing, warming up. And I'm not sure why Leo's stream is not loading right now, but it's not. Weisbrot. Yeah, Leo's stream does not appear to be loading. I'll try to refresh it. There he is, good old Leo. All right, so we're gonna have big head, more big head. All right, more big head streams. Technically, actually, he's supposed to have hands on cam, but we'll deal with it, and I'll just be annoying about it. But now we're gonna have big head match. All right. You know, some people are just working off their laptop cam. There's nothing they can do about it. You know, it's fine. I get it. It's fine. I'm figuring it out. Why does Leo look different? Different than what? It is 2 days in a row with big heads. This is becoming a disturbing trend. I don't know. We'll get through this together. What's up, Weisbrot? I can just zoom your camera out? No, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. You don't have. No, I can't. We don't do the thing where we have half of the screen with black on it. We fill up the entire thing. It's no big deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We don't do the thing where we just have half of a thing. You can just leave it how it is. I want you guys to play Tetris, not to worry about your cams and stuff. You know. The time to worry about cams is like when you're not about to play the match, right? That's the most important thing. But yeah, we're not like Kingsman's Tetris friendlies where we just have this going and like some other thing and stretched out. You know, we don't do that. Hey guys, it's Kingsman's Tetris friendlies. All right, let's start. All right. We like to fill the whole left side. All right, let's get these players in pieces. All right. Players wishing each other luck. Why? Why wish your opponent good luck? I wish him bad luck. My opponents, I want everything to go wrong. All right, the pieces are here. Barrett with the seed. Thank you, Barrett. 1F52AE. Oh, you want to predict? Oh, you want to bet on yourself? Well, I guess I'm doing it then. All right. Who, Leo, Vice. All right. You get 2 minutes. Oh, someone already did it. All right. Someone else did it. Okay. All right, Leo making sure to bet on himself. I like it. All right, looks like both players are ready. They are on seed 1F5 2AE. Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters Leo versus Weisbrot. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Lucas says this is like American versus American, but they both aren't American or from the same place. Yeah, true. Well, again, it's Das Masters, your monthly Das Championship based on the original Das play style. The play style that was the main play style of all your early championships and all that. And we've got two great players here on the left side. It is Leo coming into seed number 17 out of Bulgaria with a 1.26 million PB. He is ranked number 4 on the Das Premier poll. The latest one came out in January. Should be another one coming out in April. And he's making his 4th Das Masters appearance. He's a former hopeful circuit winner and more recently finished in the finals of Das Masters back-to-back months in September and October. There was a Leo Andy finals and then a rematch the very next month. Of course, we all know how that went. So Leo's looking to get a little revenge here because he's now in the same bracket quadrant as Andy. 146 here for Leo, 186 for Weisbrot. Leo also played in the CTWC Das Championship in 2023 in Germany. On the right side, it is Weisbrot from Germany with a PB, according to my research, now this could be wrong, of a 1.08 million, making his second appearance in Das Masters. Has played various matches across the TNP and the CTL cinematic universe. Has played in some of the CTM lower tiers, both in the open tournaments and in the Das tournament and friendlies and all that. Was a winner of the Super Circuit when we had lower tiers of Das Masters. Weisbrot won the Super Circuit in October of 2024. 280 here, 283 here for Leo, 302 for Weisbrot. Yes, 1.26 equals 1.08. Oh yeah, I guess I typed it wrong. Sorry, Chroma. Yep, thanks for making fun of me making an error. Vandy made an error, guys. Haha. Whoops. That's it. Close the tournament down. NCTM. An error was made, everyone. 373 for Weisbrot, 354 for Leo. Tetris Leo, 376, 373 for Weisbrot. That's right. Errors were made, everyone. Just shut everything down. Why don't have ranking position by their PBs? Because, yeah, it's just unreliable. I'm going to kind of stop doing that, except for the top 20. But for players outside the top 20, it's just unreliable, whether they've reported or not. And it's just getting frustrating trying to track down PBs and whether they are on the leaderboard or not. And half the time, you know, people are not on the leaderboard. And they go, Vanna, you got it wrong. You didn't see their unlisted Rumble playlist with all their PBs? I'm like, no, I didn't check their unlisted Rumble playlist. 491 for Leo, 473 for Weisbrot. So I'm just not going to look there anymore, and I'm just going to go with whatever I can find, and I'll continue to report if they're like top 20 on that leaderboard, but because those folks seem to be most interested in reporting it. But otherwise, I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's not my project. The DAS leaderboards are not my project. So, you know, I'll continue to look there, but I have nothing to do with it except I'm a consumer of them. 545 for Weisbrot, 547 for Leo. There's a Tetris for Leo, 572, 546 for Weisbrot. If you want to go to the leaderboard channel or the DAS channel on the Discord, you can probably find a way to get involved. But I don't want to get actually anymore. Like, you have him listed as 173rd, but actually now he's 174th. Okay. Sorry. We're into 19, 650 for Leo, 606 for Weisbrot. So if you want to play if you want to try to play a good seed for training, try this one. 635 for Weisbrot, 654 for Leo. All right, Weisbrot trying to keep that right side clean, trying to keep that left side low. 690 for Leo, 675 for Weisbrot. We are very close in lines and score. Tetris for Leo, 720. He's about 43,000 points ahead. All right, paces have slowed down a little bit for these players since they're 600K paces into 19. All right, there's a nice triple. Oh, that left side bar for Weisbrot is very dangerous. And I don't know what he's going to be able to do. He's going to have to chop that down, and he's not going to be able to do it. That long bar to the left, not able to quick tap it over. Maybe if he had gotten some J pieces to the left, or the L to the left, I'm sorry, maybe could have found a way to chop that down. But as it stands, Leo going to take game number one. If you want to mullen it out, you can. All right, Weisbrot blaming the controller. Oh my God, Weisbrot. It's the controller. Of course it is. No, I'm sure it is. It's fine. I'm just kidding you, of course. All right, Leo going to miss that spin tuck there. And this mullen. Now it's become a mini mullen here. See if you can get out of it quickly. Yeah, so we added some stuff to the merch store. It's like, this is the first one where I'm having a hard time resisting buying some of this stuff. All right, let's see if Leo can turn this into something. And no, the answer is no. Set up for 2, but needed 2 back-to-back long bars. So you can see actually successfully did build up for the 2, but got RNG'd. So GG's to you, Leo. You're up 1 game to none. The new pieces are here, players. You can take a moment and warm up if you want to. 4313B1. 4313B1. All right, looks like both players are ready. They are on seed 433B1. What? 4313B1. Got it. All right, both players ready. Game number 2, Leo and Weisbrot. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, Tetris for Weisbrot as we get underway here in game number 2. So it's close early. Players good, flat stacking. Oh, I'm so tired of two-factor authentication. 169 here for Weisbrot, 173 for Leo. $200 for Weisbrot, 224 for Leo. Tetris, Leo, 250, 247 for Weisbrot. Has to chuck a Z into that too deep gap. All right, there's a nice L piece. Oh my goodness, there's a giveaway. Exclamation point join. Monthly Tetris has gifted one CTM throwback bear tribute. Wait, throwback bear tribute can glass to chat. Oh my God, exclamation point join. to win. 279 for Weisbrot. You have 3 minutes. 280 for Weisbrot. 327 for Leo. Exclamation point. Join to win this beautiful mug. No, it's not a mug. It's a glass, a canned glass. It is join, by the way. Everybody's typing like every potential word, but it is join. Exclamation point join, com.b. How do you get to the store? You go to ctm.wtf. 7 characters will get you to the store. ctm.wtf. All right, Weisbrot. Not going to mess around waiting for a T, but oh, the T is going to do him in anyway in an entirely different way. That left side is totally cut off. Oh, no. 297 for Weisbrot. Top out. Leo is good. That gives Weisbrot a time to type in join. Leo going to type join. Weisbrot going to type join. Weisbrot, type join quickly. Exclamation point join. Maybe you'll win something out of that. Awesome. Good. We'll see who wins. We'll see who gets it. I'm rooting for Weisbrot. All right, let's get these players some pieces. (37280C) 37280C. All right, hat full of hollow getting there under the wire. And it was Steel CE. Steel CE has won the CTM Throwback Bear Tribute Can Glass. That's a lot of adjectives. CTM Throwback Bear Tribute Can Glass. Well, thank you so much to Monthly Tetris for gifting that fine gift to the chat. Players look like they're ready. 37280C. Game number 3, Leo and Weisbrot. Let's get him started. Leo looking to go to round 2. Weisbrot needs to win to stay in. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Steel CE says, oh shoot, nice. Thank you, Vandy. Don't thank me. Thank Monthly Tetris. Wherever that is. Tetris for Weisbrot, 45,000. Leo has a couple Tetrises on the board also here in game number 3. $10 into the prize pool from Arbaro. And I'm gonna take a wild guess as to what Arbaro's contribution message is. I'm gonna guess here. I'm gonna guess it's gonna say something about joining tnp.tetris.lol. It does. It says join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. All right, I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Arbaro. 140 for Weisbrot, 142 for Leo. Vandy, what's the Criterion challenge you're doing? Oh, like on Letterboxd? So if you don't know, Letterboxd is a kind of social movie review and tracking site where you can create lists or challenges and just create a diary of movies you watch. And I'm kind of a movie person, and some people propose different challenges that you can do, and I am doing the Criterion Challenge, which is an annual little challenge to watch 52 different movies from the Criterion Collection. And so that is what I am doing. I haven't done the Criterion Challenge before formally. I have a lot of their discs and watch a lot of movies from Criterion. 220 for Weisbrot, 219, now 242 for Leo. So that is what I'm doing. And then, somebody makes this challenge. They're kind of famous for doing that. And they make a new one every year. And different categories, right? Oh, watch a movie from Italy. Watch a movie that, whatever. Watch a movie from the 30s. What are some of the faves I've seen doing it? Let's see. 269 for Leo, 229 for Weisbrot. I hadn't seen City Lights, the Charlie Chaplin classic. I do like silent films. So that was amazing. It's been a long time since I had watched the Carl Theodor Dreyer Passion of Joan of Arc, and that's always it's been a long time, probably since high school, and so I rewatched it. It was amazing. 287 for Weisbrot, 343 for Leo. But I've decided to watch everything in chronological order. Well, that's why there's silent films. I'm watching stuff mostly chronologically. 346 for Leo, 312 for Weisbrot. I hadn't watched 8.5 by Fellini before, so I watched that. 357 Weisbrot, 392 for Leo. But anyway, that's why people came here, to hear my to hear what films I'm watching on the Criterion Challenge. 448 for Leo, 404 for Weisbrot. Doctor Strangelove is on Criterion. That is true. But I think I have it on Kino Lorber. Anyway, listen, people are not here for that. They are here for Das. 452 for Weisbrot, 495 for Leo. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm happy to answer questions, but I don't want to dwell on it. Oh, all right. Arbaro says it's okay to talk about a film during level 18. All right, we've gotten Arbaro's blessing. There is a Tetris for Leo, 526 into 19. Tetris Weisbrot, 522 into 19, so pretty darn close. We enter 19. There's 100 lines of this 19 speed, and then there'll be a level 29 kill screen here in Das Masters. What's the last recent movie in theaters that you enjoyed? Oh boy, in theaters? I haven't been going to theaters very much. To me, there's no urgency to watch a recent film. Like, I got my whole life, 545 for Weisbrot. That left side is kind of a mess. Oh, no. And that's going to be a top out for Weisbrot at 545. And Leo is good in game number 3 and is going to take this in a sweep and move on to round 2. Weisbrot, it's very good to have you here. Hope to see you here again. Getting there into that 32 seed. I'm sure we're going to see you again. And I'm sure, Weisbrot, are you going to CTWC DAS? Are you going to be there? I think the most recent movie I actually saw in the theaters was Poor Things, that Emma Stone one where it's kind of Frankenstein, basically. That's the most recent one I saw in theaters. But to me, there's no urgency to see a movie in the theater. Like, no, I didn't necessarily. I mean, it was fine. It's not necessarily 100% my kind of movie, but it's fine. Okay. We're going to go ahead and set up our next match. I guess we'll watch Leo mulling it out. But you can just go to my letterbox and follow what I've logged there. Although, did I log that one? I don't know. I try to log everything I watch in Letterboxd. I haven't watched anything about a month, though. I got to catch up. All right, Leo, hunting for the max. All right, Leo's got the max anyway. All right, so he's gonna start a back 7 back max train right here, right? All right, we're gonna set up our next match. We'll be back in a moment. I got some jank to fix up, but you can watch me fix up the jank. All right, set the scores back, doodly doo. The nameplates, right, there we go. Peak is there. Da, da, da. Leo. Oh, we're up, yep, up. All right, we got cameras to move around. Pkric is like, will you just get this started already, bro? Please, enough already. All right. All right, what's up, Zoltan? Okay, you moved. That's true. You did. That is right. You're a tricky boy. Don't worry. You just play. I'll worry about where the cams go. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, it's right. It's round 2. We're going to give these players pieces. Let's give them their prediction. Oh my God. I have to choose an outcome. Who was it? Leo. Okay. I'm doing that. Doing everything. Round 2. Where are the rounds? I got to commit all this to Stream Deck. There it is, round 2. Pieces, folks. This is my twin brother. Oh my goodness. There are the pieces. Look at these twinsies. My word, Tetris twinsies. All right, maybe that's the event that we need to have, is like the look-alike event, like people who look alike. Or similar. I think I'm into this. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Pkric versus Leo, round 2. The winner goes to the top 16 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it's either Pkric or Leo. It's hard to tell who is who. No, it's Pkric. Seed number 16, qualifying in at what is it? Seed number 16, qualifying in with a 1.02 average of 2, played over the course of an hour. That is the qualifying format. In the USA with a PB of 1.20 million, making his 6th appearance in DAS Masters. Made it to the semis in August of 2024. Pkric was a top 4 finisher in the CTWC silver bracket in 2022. Made it to the top 8 in silver in 2020. Also played in CTWC 2021 gold bracket. Went out versus Andy. So, if Pkric can win this, he'll have another shot at Andy. Seeking revenge. The last 4 years, finally another opportunity. 118 for Pkric, 79,000 for Leo here in game number 1. Pkric, of course, also heavily involved in Classic Tetris League, which you all might be familiar with. And if you want some additional, Tetris to play or watch, go over to Classic Tetris League or their little baby brother, the Tetris for the Non-Pros League. 187 here for Pkric, 133 for Leo. On the right side, it is Leo. Beat Weisbrot in round 1 to make it here to round 2, qualifying into seed number 17 with a average of 2 of 1.01 million. From Bulgaria with a DAS PB of 1.26 million and ranked number 4 on the most recent Premier poll for Das. Fourth Das Masters appearance, has finished in the finals 2 times. Back to back. That was in September and October. Of course, back to back. Those were both against Pixelandy, and I'll let you guys fill in the narrative of how that went. But he's also a winner in the past of a hopeful circuit back in November of 2022. Also played in the CTWC Das Championship in Germany in 2023. I don't know if he'll be returning, but I hope so. That's coming up real soon, isn't it? 249 for Leo, 327 for Pkric. There's a Tetris Leo, 272. $1,000 bits. What did I say? 1,000 bits from Agent Musterman. Thank you, Agent Musterman. The 1,000 bits says Das to the end. Really appreciate that. First time chatter. It's very nice of you. 297 for Leo, 352 for Pkric. There's a skimming of Tetris for Pkric, 376. You know what you said, Vanny. Yeah, it was just, stumbling and stuttering, not anything cognitive. No Freudian slip. 402 for Pkric, 330 for Leo. We are 86 followers away from 10,000 on Twitch. And coincidentally, we have 86 viewers. So if all 86 of you happen not to be following on Twitch, that would be amazing, because you could all just follow right now and we get to 10,000 in like 2 minutes. But I suspect some of you are following. But if you're not following the channel, please do consider following it. Leo gonna kind of double flip that Z piece. And that's gonna lead to a little bit of a slowdown. Like maybe 5-6 lines of burning here. Leo uncovers. Agent Musterman with the follow. Thank you very much.
We prefer doing things our own way.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 479 for Leo, 534 for Pkric. Watching YouTube on TV, chatting on Twitch, what a crazy time. Yeah, you're all over the place, Squirrely. 488 for Leo, 537 for Pkric. Leo is into 19. Pkric gets a long bar over for a Tetris, enters 19 at 562. That's a pretty healthy transition for Pkric. And another Tetris, 586. So right now about a, 88,000 point lead. Am I sure it's not pre-recorded? All right, you got me. I like to keep both open so I can rewatch interesting moves by the players. See, this is why Vance is going to become the world's greatest DAS player, because he's rewatching good moves. There are modules in OBS that would allow us to do like instant replays, but I'm already managing enough here. Just trying to do one play of the players playing. Managing instant replays solo is actually pretty tough. If I had a second person here, like producing the whole thing, maybe. Pkric is in trouble. Pkric gets a long bar over to the right side, so see if he can do anything. And no, that bar to the left is going to hang. So Leo is in a chase down. Target is 700,000 flat, 700K flat. I don't have a production team. Well, except, of course, my executive producer on YouTube. But they're more like ideas and everything I'm doing wrong. But no, there is no production team. Imagine. $655 for Leo, $699 for Pkric. I did actually have someone in the works. This was way back in 2021 or 2022 who was a CTM fan, and they were local and they were gonna do some kind of live production stuff, but they ended up getting a job and then weren't gonna be able to really be there. So that would have been cool. All right, there's the Tetris Leo. He's going to take game number 1. GG's Leo. You volunteer Divide by Zero to be my production team? Okay. She just has to travel to, Austin, Texas at my beck and call. All hours of the day, 24/7. That's all. $760 for Leo. He's going to mullen this out, I guess. He's going to try to score 14 Tetrises here on level 28 and get that max out. All right, 833. Another level 29 there for Leo. GG's. Good chase down. New pieces for the players. A20B20. A20B20. All right, Squirrely. All right, we've put someone up as a volunteer. A20B20. A20B20. I like it. Okay. Both players are ready. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. The winner of this match gets to play Andy in the top 16. Either one could be dangerous. All right, Joe rooting for Scooty's mom as well. Oh, it doesn't pay anything. I mean, back then, we were literally making 0. So, but I don't know. I just don't know if there would be a return on it. You know what I mean? Like, what would it allow me to do? Lucas also commenting on these players potentially being twinsies. Tetris Leo 91,000, 49,000 for Pkric. Tetris Pkric 96,000, 114 for Leo. No, it's already been pointed out there, Lucas. You are not alone. But we are going to bring some things back, just as we sort of brought back, or it never went anywhere, but it was in danger of going away, the Lone Star tournament. We're going to bring back Tetris Deathmatch, but it's going to feature me. So that will be coming back. Just in case you can't get enough of this guy right here. 206 for Leo, 126 for Pkric. So Tetris Deathmatch coming back. And I have some Patreon ideas, which should be good. Like doing a monthly ramble video or reaction video based on a topic that patrons choose or vote on. And that'll be like an exclusive. So I got some ideas. We're continuing to do stuff. Come to CTWC. Joe, what do you think? I'm made of money? You can't just go to CTWC. Like people can just go to CTWC. That's crazy talk. All right, Pkric trying to dig out of this. He's really just kind of one piece away. And if he had known that 3 long bars were going to come in a row, he could have set up for a Tetris here. And now he actually is set up for that same Tetris, and finally another bar comes. That's always super frustrating, where it's like, well, if I had known these bars were coming, I would have done something totally different. And now he's kind of all in on a bar, I think. Oh, no, he's got skims here. He's got skims, and there's a bar for Pkric. 242. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get pieces to that left, and there's another dirty Tetris for Pkric. 265. Classic Bailtris monthly. Well, not bailed. I mean, he's doing well. But those bars helped, for sure. 268 for Pkric. This is tough. Okay, a log bar gets over Pkric. 293 after a Tetris. 440 for Leo. So he's back by about 150,000 points from Leo, but my word, should he even still be playing this game? Because that was a really tough extended dig. RXS said, has there been a mug giveaway this stream? I like the new designs, by the way, Vandy. Thank you, RXS. I gave away a can glass. It was a can glass, so and I'm going to continue to add stuff to that store. Tetris really likes the can glasses. I cannot lie. Well, I appreciate that. And you definitely can lie because I've seen it. But he's assured us he's not lying this time. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding our good friend Tetris. He literally cannot lie. He's like George Washington of Tetris. 521 for Leo, 437 for Pkric. Yeah, I didn't really know that canned glasses existed until we got one at a brewery, and it's like my favorite glass. 548 Leo, 467 Pkric. Tetris is admitting to one lie. Oh my word, Tetris. You can never be trusted again. $518 for Pkric, $598 for Leo on 19. Pkric on level 20, about 10 lines ahead. So Leo with a substantial lead here. There's a Tetris Leo 624. Zempro with the tier 1 resub, 18 months, I guess, in a row, and then 33 months overall. So thank you, Zempro or not Zempro, whoever this is. I never know if it's Zempro or not Zempro. Tetris Pkric 626. There's a Tetris Leo 680. All right, nice little S flat. A couple of S flats here for Leo to stay Tetris ready. Gets a Tetris 790. All right, I like that adjustment just to keep that board safe. I don't think Leo likes the RNG too much, but seems like the right thing to do. And the line spin for Leo and the S flat. Just doing everything. Pkric has closed this gap considerably. Is at 671 now, but again, also ahead by like 8 lines. Squirrely has gifted a sub on Twitch to Vance. So I like Pkric aggression here. You know, knew he was behind and is getting aggressive early enough where he's actually got a chance. I think what you see is a lot of times players don't go aggressive early enough when they're substantially behind. Of course, when it blows up, you're like, oh, well, you could have just, you know. But I think it's the right thing to do. Oh, no, that early shift for Pkric. That's going to be a top out for Pkric at 7:42. Leo is good in game number 2. But Pkric doing all the right things, I think, there on 19. You can't just go, oh, especially, you know, a player like Leo has made it to the finals twice. Obviously, strong opponent. You can't say, well, he's just going to top out at some point, and then I'll chase it down. You got to get yourself close enough, fast enough, where you actually have a chance to outscore him at the end. So, GG's to Pkric, GG's Leo. Leo up 2-0. Why does Leo Andy have to be round 1? I mean, it's round 3, but yeah, it's like the old school round 1. Oh, I don't want to be roasted. Sorry. Very sensitive boy. All right. New pieces players. Was Leo versus Andy finals back 3 back? No, it wasn't. It was back to back. It was Andy Robin, Andy. Oh, sorry. It was Andy Nanu, Dog Tristop, Andy Leo, Andy Bendy, Andy Robin. All right. Pieces. Let's make sure. EAF31C. 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 Both players ready. Game number 3. Pkric and Leo. Could easily be a top 8 matchup, but it's happening in round number 2. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Don't forget our merch store, ctm.wtf. If you want to gift something to the chat, you can do that. It triggers an automated giveaway, so you just buy the thing and then the robot does the rest of the work. It's a fun thing to do in the chat. And yeah, and it's all automated. Once you purchase it and trigger it, they don't mail it to your house and then you have to send it to something. No, it's all very easy. Also, if you're watching right now and you have an Amazon Prime membership, you also get a Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice on a monthly basis. It is use it or lose it, though. So if you've got one that is unused this month, consider using it for your friends here at Classic Tetris Monthly. You don't have to do it every single month for us, but definitely don't fail to use it every month. There's a nice adjustment for Leo. Is Tetris ready now? And gets a Tetris 117. We got another broadcast coming up in 3 hours. It's going to be another Das Masters bracket. That will be AV Geek versus Knight, with the winner taking on Wallbant in Das Masters. We already had a Knight versus Wallbant All Canada match, and we have a potential for that again if Knight should advance. Oh, Leo gonna miss with that T. Should clear away fairly easily, though. He's just gonna use a square, though. It caused himself maybe an extra line of burning, but whatever. He's clean and clear and back to building. So Leo with the sweep in round 1 is up 2 games to none over his second round opponent. So Pkric looking to win one here, break the streak, start on the comeback trail. Pkric now set up for a Tetris. Gets that Z spin, no problem. Pkric, very fundamentally sound player. You very rarely see Pkric like missing spins, and it's very rare. So just very good fundamentals. 267 for Pkric. 276 for Leo. Tetris Leo 345, 316 for Pkric. Yeah, I was looking over on that merch store, and it's good that I noticed some of the products they ship from different locations around the world, like some of the products. So a lot of times the shipping is not bad, even if it's like international. So that I was very pleased with. Overall, I think it's been a good experience having that thing. So if you're worried about international shipping and things like that, it might not be as bad as you suspect. $412 for Pkric, 407 for Leo. We actually have an unredeemed giveaway from yesterday. One of the ones that Tackner's gifted. The winner did not redeem it, so I think we can rerun it at some point. We'll rerun it tomorrow. I'll try to reach out to the person who won, but if they don't reply, then we'll rerun the giveaway. 429 for Pkric, 424 for Leo. There is a long bar for the Tetris. Pkric, incredulous at the drought, finally gets a long bar when he can't use it, but then gets another one. So Pkric here, 455, 470 for Leo. There's a Tetris, Leo, 497. He's into 19. 485 for Pkric, one line away. Isn't the giveaway like a minute long? It's 3 minutes. So you imagine joining a giveaway lasts 3 minutes, then you're out of the chat before, like, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. 505 from Leo. I'll chase the person down this one time, but going forward, I'm not going to chase anyone down. You redeem it, or I'm going to give it away the next day. It's only because this person is not in the, I don't know why. I'm just going to do it because, tomorrow. Or tonight, maybe. 569 for Leo, 598 for Pkric. So Pkric in the lead by about 30,000 points. Not Tetris ready, though, and Leo is. So Leo gets that Tetris. Another Tetris, Leo, 627. All right, that S to the left for Pkric, going to hang over there. It's going to slow him down a little bit. as he tries to retake the lead from Leo. But Leo not quite Tetris ready either, so we'll see what Pkric going to do here. Looks like he's going to try to build left well or column 2 well or something. And he is set up in column 2. Gets a long bar and gets it. 708. So trying to maintain aggression. He's got 40 lines to go until level 29. Das kill screen. And he's back by about 73,000 points. There's a Tetris for Pkric. Tetris is here worth, what, 31,200? Is that right? Can I math? There's a Tetris Pkric 788. 806 for Leo. 20 lines to go till 29. All right, there's a skim for Pkric, looking for a bar to the right side. There's a skim and a Tetris for Pkric. There's one Leo as well, though. Pkric still back by about, 65,000 points. He's going to need to Tetris out here. Leo in trouble. See if Leo can downstack anything here. Okay, he's not necessarily going to be able to uncover. Pkric takes the lead. Leo doesn't know it. Yes, that's going to be a hang for Leo. And Pkric is good in game number 3 by about 7,000 points. Oh, my word. Right toward the end. So Pkric did exactly what he needed to do. Get aggressive early enough. Give himself time to catch up toward the end. And he did it. And, if Leo... maybe just for like that S, if there's an S or something, or if he could have uncovered that well or whatever, banged out even another triple, that would have been enough. I'm not able to do it. So Pkric, you have hung on, taking game number 3. Which is good. You like more Tetris. All right. Oh, whoop. My Mac is talking to me. Okay. Seed. There it is. E4AD C0. All right, they're both ready. Game number 4. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now we've got a match. Tetris for Pkric. Leo's already got one. There's a skim and a left well Tetris, 1 row off the bottom for Leo. Pkric still needs to win to stay in. Force a deciding game number 5. Oh, Leo gonna miss a spin of the L and then make the next spin of the L on the right side. So he's got a lot of tucks kind of set up over on that right side, spins and tucks and whatever, just trying to bring order. Board's still low though, no danger. I mean, no danger for them. Danger for me for sure. All right, there's a skim for Pkric and a double. There's a Tetris for Pkric, 102, and one for Leo, 106. Teamer says, a lot of people do not chase people down. If somebody wins and doesn't respond in chat when the winners announce, most streams just re-roll the winner right away in 5 minutes. Well, that's probably what we should do. But I have not established that yet. So I think I'm just going to wait 24 hours. I think that's a good thing to do. $196 here for Pkric. Trying to navigate this little situation here. Takes a few burns. Uncovers that right side well. Long bar goes over. Tetris 223. All right, nice placements here for Leo. Oh, gonna miss with that bar over there in column 9. Gonna get the triple anyway to bring this down. And Tetris for Leo, 234, 268 for Pkric. Poyo commenting on the intensity of these players. Tetris for Leo, 307, 319 for Pkric. I know, line spin avoidance. It's not right. Up Chess is here. What's up, Chess? Tetris Leo, 334, 365 for Pkric. I do like when people put like pronunciation guidelines in their in their screen names, like, right, you know, it says, you know, up chess, pronounced up chess. I like that. $408 for Leo, 435 for Pkric. There's a 5 below for Leo on the left side. Keep that left side flat and accessible to more squares and flat L's and J. Well, you probably wouldn't want to put a flat J over there, but in case you had to, you got a spot for it. Tetris for Leo, 457, 504 for Pkric. Remember, we've got another stream in about 2.5 hours to be another Das Masters Green preliminary AV Geek versus Knight, winner versus Wallbant. And the ultimate winner of that will play against Eliash, the number 2 seed. 506 for Leo. Pkric is in at 597. Leo's in at 537 for a lead for Pkric, about 60,000 entering into 19. Tetris Leo, 571. There's a triple that takes him out of Tetris readiness, but gets back in Pkric, 658. So just about the same line count. And about a 80,000, 85,000. Board starting to climb. There's a good long bar for Pkric. There's a Tetris Leo to bring his board down 6-11. Pkric trying to fight his board down. Oh, there's a great L piece. The square goes to the left. Oh, no, the early shift. He can still recover this, but no, he's going to hang the bar on the right side. It's going to be a top out for Pkric. He tops out at 681, 948. The target for Leo, 682. That is the target. There's a Tetris for Leo at 653. Well, a little more than one Tetris away, I think. Maybe it would be about? No, it would be about a Tetris. Yeah, because on level 24, that's the 25th level times 1,200 would be 30,000. So now he's within a Tetris easily. And he could just single and double this away. All Pete can do is watch and wait and hope. But Leo's so consistent. Pete did great to fight back in that game number 3 toward the end. And Leo knows what to do, knows the situation, just keeping it low and accessible. And there it is. Leo is good in game number 4. Going to take this match 3-1. Pretty good match between these two. 16 and 17 seed. Leo will be moving on to the top 16 to face, just Andy, whatever. Just facing Andy. So that's Andy's got, this is a very serious threat for Andy here in round 3. This is going to be one to watch. Now, to be fair, I do think Andy took those 3-0, but they were good matches, right? So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what our bracket situation is. There it is. Leo has made his way from round 1 into round 3. He's made it into the top 16. We're starting to fill in that top 16. In about 2.5 hours, we will stream the green bracket. The top one, AV Geek versus Knight, winner versus Wallbant. Winner goes on to the top 16, eventually to face Eliash later this month. We're making good time. So thanks to our schedulers for getting this done, Chiller and Crinkle. Appreciate that. Let's see. We got to thank some people. Thanks to our Borrow for the $10 contribution to the prize pool this stream. It's going to bring us up to $109.99. We're getting there. Go.ctm.gg/DASPrize to contribute to the prize pool. Thanks to our patrons. Sticker and double sticker community. Mega Master Scott Gray, K9 Tacky, Masters Corporal Shall Be, Bracket Sponsor Troy Dan, Kim MJ in the window, Rogue Potato, CatKit91, and McMonkey. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris to pledge your monthly support to Classic Tetris Monthly. Go to support Flexstyle, flexstyle.bandcamp.com. If you want to own music, imagine. Merch store, ctm.wtf. We got some new designs there. At least go look at the new designs. Tell me what you think. I like them a lot. And if there's anything you think you'd like in there, if there's an existing design on a different product you'd like, let me know. Or if there's a design that, is sort of not in the store, but it's something we already have, like an emote or something else that we already sort of have and you want us to put it on something, let me know in the Do Not DM Vandy channel. There's the people who did things during this chat. We'll let it run again. Now we had new followers on Twitch from Agent Musterman. Resubs from Zempro and Vance. I think Vance was a gift sub. Thank you. Twitch bits. Agent Mustaman, 1,000 bits. Raid from Mari. Appreciate that. And yeah, Lone Star. Don't forget Lone Star. Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship. Yeehaw! Whoosh. Austin, Texas, July 25th through the 27th. Stupid Tetris Monthly Mini Tournaments, Open and DAS Championships, Classic Game Fest, Palmer Event Center. More details coming soon. Also remember, Midwest Regional, Milwaukee, go there. I don't care if you watch it online, CTFC, whatever, it'll be on there. But go there. That is what I'm trying to promote. Baird Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, if you're anywhere nearby. Hatris will be there. Tetris will be there. Dr. Mario will be there. So that makes me feel like Bidwell will be there doing all his bidwelling. So it should be pretty exciting. Milwaukee, Baird Center, April 4th through 6th. And go see these Tetris luminaries like Meme, Rhubarb, and Huffaluffagus. Go to the Washington State Regional at the State Fairgrounds at Puyallup, March 28th through the 30th. That's run by our friend Arbaro. Also go to CTWC Mexico 2025 at the Manu Gaming Center in Mexico City, April 26th through 27th. Our good friend Pollo will be there. Okay, that's it. I've done enough. YouTube, you are dismissed. We'll see you in 2.5 hours. We will. Take care, buddy. Sebi, Queeneman, Mr. Burrow, Teamer, Steel CE, Zoltan, whoever else is in there. Have a great day. Twitch, go find a landing spot for you that is safe. Oh, Ben Squirrely was the one who gifted the tier 1 sub to